welcome back to another episode of Mechwarrior 5, Legend of the Kestrel Lancers. After failing that last mission twice in the last episode, I went back and loaded an older save and bought a couple of mechs and refitted my mechs differently. But that's all I did. I didn't replay any missions or anything. I just changed up, bought a couple of mechs and changed up the loadout on a mech. Make sure everybody's painted. Everybody's painted. Okay. Don't need to worry about those. Don't need to worry about any more mechs. I think we're okay on equipment. Alright, we're on our final approach to Sarna, and I'm still getting nothing on Daving command channel. I'm also picking up a large amount of space debris in shallow orbit right outside the Sarna's exosphere. It looks to be the debris of a number of destroyed dropships or satellites, but they are too small to make out any discernible origin. Wait a minute. Commander, I'm just beginning to get a read on the 5th Syrtes Fusilier's encoded channel. It's incredibly faint. They appear to be sending an SOS. The message is only a single set of coordinates accompanied by a single repeating text transmission. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is the 5th Syrtes Fusilier calling for assistance from any forces loyal to the Federated Suns. We are in need of assistance with the following coordinates. No holovid, no audio, and no declaration of any kind of identification. And the signal on this is so faint that I can't even get a read on anything beyond the text transmission and the coordinates. I don't like this, Commander. I don't like this one bit. Unfortunately, these coordinates are the only ones we have to find the Fusiliers, and we need those code books in our help or everything will be lost. If this signal is legitimate, we'll need to assist the Fusiliers to make contact with General Heartstone or Colonel Hartness if we're going to have any hope of completing our mission. But be extremely cautious, Commander. This all has the makings of a trap to lure Davian loyalists into an ambush. I would not risk our most effective mechs until we have a better idea of what's going on. If it's as bad as it looks, we are going to need to prepare for the long haul. Alright, we'll go with these. I think these mechs are fine.
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Gotta love these long load screens.
Attention. Prepare for battle act departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Commander, the communications disarray caused by the Comstar HPG relay station's destruction has allowed us to land on Sarna undetected. But I'm still not getting any responses on the Federated Sun's wide band. The only thing we're detecting is a faint SOS signal from the 5th Certis Fusilier. I've marked its approximate location on your HUD. If there are any Federation forces out there, we need to make contact with them ASAP if we are to have any hope of surviving this deep into Capellan territory. But be on your guard, Commander. This SOS signal could be a trap. They appear to be members of the Fusiliers, transmitting IFF frequencies to them now. Let's go up and introduce ourselves.
Incoming next, stay where you are. Your IFF says you're with the 2nd Cruises Lancers. Why are the Lancers here on Sarna?
The Lancers aren't here in force, it's only us. We're here on special assignment from Marshal Jackson Davion. We have an urgent matter to discuss with General Heartstone.
He's gone. We believe he's been KIA.
What about Colonel Harkness?
Definitely KIA. His Marauder was bombarded by Inferno missiles. When he tried to punch out, Inferno gel poured into his cockpit and burned him alive.
Who's in charge here then?
You're looking at her. Captain Alana Damu, 5th Certus Fusiliers, 1st Battalion. And as much as I would love to know why you're here, that is going to have to wait. We've got bigger problems at the moment. We're waiting on our salvage teams to strip this Gazelle for any surviving provisions. We're not going to make it much longer if we can't salvage as much of its supplies as we can. We're detecting Liao forces converging on our position. They must have tracked your approach here. Lancers, my men are exhausted and stretched to the brink. I cannot afford to lose any more of them. Help us fight through this with minimal losses, and I'll see what I can do about helping you with your special assignment.
We're on it, Captain.
New target, Centurion.
See now what the Caterpillar Federation is capable of.
Incoming missile. Target acquired.
Whoa, nice headshot.
Critical.
Break. Commander target is going crit.
New target, Marauder. Critical. Critical. New target, Catapult.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander. Commander, enemy dropship coming in right on top of you. Your unit.
Acquired.
No. Our dropship support was destroyed in low orbit shortly after we made planetfall. We've been tracking down and salvaging whatever supplies we can from as many of the downed support dropships we could find. I'll be straight with you. After a solid month of dodging hostile forces, we're on our last legs.
What happened here?
Sarna was a trap. Our MEO intelligence was completely inaccurate. They said that the system was only defended by a few regiments of militia with possible light mech reserve support. What we ended up getting was all 4 regiments of McCarran's armored cavalry. They waited for us to make planetfall before attacking our dropships as they tried to return to a low-orbit, trapping all of us on this rock. Then, their mech and vehicle forces pinned us against the Grey River and slaughtered everyone. Only a handful of us were able to make it out. If we don't secure these supplies, we won't last much longer. What you see here is pretty much all that's left of the 5th Certus Fusiliers.
My scope is lighting up with more targets converging on your position, Commander. Stay frosty. Enemy reinforcements spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way. It's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
New target, Raven.
Target eliminated.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Focus engagement on lead targets. Enemy destroyed.
Target acquired.
Lancers, every mech we lose is irreplaceable to us. Keep us protected or we won't have the manpower to help you with your special assignment.
New target, Victor.
Coordinated attack target received. Component lost. Need support. My weapon system backbone isn't quick enough. I need to eject. I'm clear from the fight. Go get him.
Incoming.
That kills reactor is about to explode.
New target, quick draw. Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
On our burn towards the system, we caught the news saying that you blokes took out the local HPG station.
New
I
target.
don't believe that for a second. No matter what the Confederation's state-run news says. The HPG was our only hope of contacting anyone off-world about our dire situation here. It makes no sense that we would destroy the only means of saving ourselves. With Liao shooting down our dropships and the HPG destroyed, we have no way of contacting anyone off-planet. Whoever destroyed the HPG most likely condemned us all to death.
Target acquired.
Yeah, something seemed fishy about that. You have to be absolutely mental to even think about crossing Comstar and their HPG stations. Last time someone tried, the entire Free Worlds League found themselves without interstellar communications for almost a year. And they only got it back because their Captain General capitulated to Comstar's every demand.
Have you attempted to contact any jump ships at the Sarna jump point?
We've tried multiple times, but the Confederation have seemed to blanket the entire system in some sort of thick electromagnetic field that's completely scrambling anything that isn't short-range communications on planet.
That would explain why we weren't reading anything on the wideband on our burn into the system.
Oh, right.
Captain Damu, I'm showing no further enemies on scope. It looks like we are in the clear.
Your Lancers really pulled through for us. Thank you. Stick around till we're done here, then follow us. We'll talk about Marshal Davian's special assignment for you once we reach our encampment. Word of advice, though, lose the dropship. Keep it suborbital if you need to relocate. The Big Mac will shoot you out of the sky if they think you're assisting us. Whether you like it or not, you're stuck in the trenches with us till this is all over.
Well, we did get pretty beat up, but that's okay. We got through it. Thanks for watching our backs out there, Commander. Ever since Mechwarrior's killed a majority of the Fusiliers on Grey River, we've been in bad shape. Lots of survivors that we found have severe injuries or infections after weeks of surviving off Sarno's jungle. But we've recovered a handful of Mechwarriors who are still fit for service after having their mechs blasted out from under them by the armored cavalry. If you don't mind taking on extra personnel, I assign them over to you to use as you see fit. They're good Mechwarriors, but I just don't have enough equipment to keep them in this fight. When you're ready, let's see what made Marshal Davian feel the need to send you all the way out here to this hellhole on your lonesome. How much this is going to cost? Commander, I reviewed your message from Marshal Davian. I understand the urgency of your mission, but to be completely honest, the Fusiliers are in no shape to help you out. Most of our unit died when Mechwarrion's armored cavalry ambushed us. We barely kept ourselves alive this past month by salvaging remains as we find them. We aren't in any shape to help out in a straight-up fight, let alone track down an enemy spy network on a hostile world. But not everything is hopeless. You see, we still believe that there may be at least one other pocket of Fusiliers out there, the ones that are said to have attacked Comstar's HPG. We've been hoping that they would respond to our SOS, but with all this damn long-range comms jamming, it's next to impossible to get a signal out. I'm actually amazed that you were able to pick it up, probably because your dropship communication gear is much more powerful than your average mechs. That actually gives me an idea. If I can give you the transponder codes to our mechs and vehicles used in the field, You should be able to track down those responsible for the HPG attack by using the sensors on your Leopard. I don't know what got into their heads to be dumb enough to attack one of the Comstar's HPGs, but if they're still alive, we all stand a much better chance of surviving this if we all work together. Safety in numbers and all that. If you help us out here, I promise that we'll do our best to support you in completing your mission. I wouldn't worry about the code books going anywhere. With the system's HPG down and all commercial drops just grounded, they wouldn't be able to get those codes off world even if they wanted to. That looks okay. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good.
Attention. Prepare for battle departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We're coming up on the ruins of the HPG relay station. I've marked the map with the last known location of the Fusilier's transponders being sent. After they all went rogue. Be sure to be on your guard and watch your backs. McCarran's armored cavalry is still breathing down our necks looking to finish us off for good. Let's go find our answers. I see them. Whoever they are, they aren't with the Fusiliers. This is Captain Elena Damu of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. Who the hell are you, and why are you using our transponder signals?
We serve a purpose much higher than yours, my child.
Target
I
acquired.
regret you coming here. Now I'm afraid I cannot allow you to leave this place alive. Die, knowing your sacrifice will usher humanity into a new golden era.
Screw that and screw you! I don't have any plans on dying today, but I do plan on dismantling you imposters piece by piece until you tell me what I want to know.
Target acquired.
I can't target that.
Target Shadowhawk.
Clears the area. That mech is about to go critical.
missile. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target, Marauder.
Commander target received.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Incoming missile.
Watch out! That mech is going critical.
Copy. We're on it, sir.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I just destroyed that mech.
New target, Rifleman. Target acquired.
That was a big explosion. Nice kill, Commander.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
It's someone else's game.
And I'm sure that ominous word vomit spewing from your mouth is supposed to actually mean something.
Didn't you know? Your first friend sent you here to die.
Ha! Not the first time the Fusiliers have heard that one.
Oh, but it's true. Fabian wishes to see your team's
Target
prized
destroyed.
Certus Fusiliers.
That's a fairly active imagination you have there. The Confederation's ambassador to New Sirtis kidnapped our Duke and took him to Sion, where Max Liao executed him in cold blood. Duke Hasek Davion was a patriot to the entire Federated Sons and died at the hands of a madman.
Duke Hasek Davion was a traitor to your nation who sought to have all
System
power for
offline.
himself. He fled to Sion on his own free will. He was even willing to use you and your 5th Fusiliers to attack your own countrymen in the
Target
name of the
acquired.
Confederation.
What an interesting series of mental gymnastics you've laid out there. And how, might I ask, would you know all of this?
We have our ways, my child, but that is of no concern to you. Die, knowing that your sacrifice here will serve as the foundation for a better, more peaceful
Heat
inner
critical.
sphere.
Incoming missile.
We have our ways as well, of putting imposters like you into the ground. If you won't tell us the truth now, we'll just have to drag it out of you after we rip you out of your cockpits and make you pay for what you've done.
We have already been nothing but honest with you. In time, the rest of the inner sphere will see things as we do. It's a shame that you won't be around to witness it.
As requested, Commander.
Weapon destroyed. New target assassin.
Relocated and scanning for hostiles. Opponent lost.
Incoming missile. Target destroyed.
You will never make it on Sona alive.
I'm showing no more targets on our scopes. Looks like they're all down.
Good. Bring the support infantry out and take in as many prisoners as possible.
Let's see what happens.
Rip each and every one of them out of their mechs. I want answers, and we aren't going to get any if we don't bring these imposters in alive.
Okay. Commander, sorry for my emotions getting the best of me out there, but whoever that smug son of a bitch was, son of a bitch on comms was, he definitely knew all the right buttons to press to piss me off. My mood's greatly improved after I've been told we were able to pry him out of his mech alive. We got lucky and he fell unconscious during the battle. We weren't so lucky with his co-conspirators though. Many of them killed themselves before they could be taken into custody. We got a handful of them, but not as many as I would like to capture. Whoever they are, they definitely have top-grade intelligence training. Could be Mechwarrior or Death Commandos, but honestly, there are some huge holes in that theory. They wanted to trap us here and attack the HPG to frame House Davian in the eyes of Comstar. While the broad strokes make sense, other major details don't. They never once called for Mechwarriors to reinforce them. They have no forms of IDs. They don't act like any Capellan I've ever seen, and most of all, they know things. Things that no Capellan intelligence officer would ever divulge to us. If I'm being honest, the whole lot of them give me the creeps. We put all the survivors under enhanced interrogation and came up with zero answers as to who they are or why they destroyed the HPG. But plenty of seemingly random bits of information regarding Yorinaga Kurita, a Liao counter-offensive plans for a raid against the New Avalon NAIS campus, and other things that were clearly way too implausible to be true. Among the random bits of information they did divulge was the location of all Mechwarrior facilities on Sarna, and confirmation they did receive a priority message from Tigris months ago. They claim it's been buried in a sea of thousands of other reports that began flooding into their offices since the fall of Tikhonov. This must be your lost code books, Commander. If it's true, then Mechwarrior do not have it, but do not yet know the value of the content they possess. Although we didn't find any additional Fusilier survivors, a deal's a deal, Commander. I'll spare what I can to assist you in the raid against the identified Mechwarrior headquarters. It won't be much, but with this new intel, it should hopefully be enough for you to get the job done. Oh, it won't be ready. Crap. Okay. We'll go with these guys.
Right, Commander. We were able to learn the location of Sarna's Mechwarrior headquarters and support facilities around the capital city of Sarna from our captured imposters. If your stolen codebooks were delivered anywhere, it would have been at any of the marked facilities for decoding. With the HPG system down, it's fairly safe to assume the codebooks would not have been able to make it off-planet even if they were decoded. So if you can destroy them here, it's unlikely Liao will be able to retrieve them again. We are deep in enemy territory here, so I can only support you with a small team of commandos. They will tail you and verify the destruction of the codebooks once you destroy the marked buildings. This is your mission, and I need to tend to the Fusiliers and plan our next move. So I'll leave the rest of this up to you and Rihanna. Best of luck.
And to you, Captain Damu. I've got nothing to add to that, Commander, so let's get the job done.
Target is done.
Tango smoked.
There's our first target. Let's be quick about this, Commander.
Raiders just took out one of our facilities. Contact Colonel McCarran. We need assistance immediately. We cannot afford to lose our regional intelligence operations.
Looks like we've got their attention, Commander. Just keep at it.
Target acquired.
destroyed.
New target awesome.
Component locked. Need support.
Kill confirmed.
Target acquired.
That's the last facility. The infantry will take it from here. We need to evacuate now, before McCarran's armored cavalry shows up in force. Make your way to the marked exfil site.
All personnel, I'm initiating protocol Flenshaw Kangaroo. Evacuate all facilities. Destroy and burn all hard drives, node and data caches before you evacuate. Make sure we leave nothing but ashes for these
Target
deviant
acquired.
rogues.
Incoming missile.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, whatever. Okay, the rhino will be ready in 12 days. Cataphract in 16 days. Hopefully I won't have to buy a mech, but we'll see. Congratulations completing your mission, Commander. My commandos reported the second Mechwarrior saw the infantry investigating their destroyed sites. They initiated protocols to destroy everything rather than see Confederation secrets fall into our hands. We were able to capture a handful of random data drives for good measure, but I doubt there's anything of immediate value to us on them. Although your mission for Marshal Davian is now complete, I'm afraid you're still trapped on Sarna just like the rest of us. The outforces still maintain air superiority and will destroy your dropship if you attempt to leave the system, just as they destroyed all of ours. But not all hope is lost. We just captured a scouting patrol from the local militia and we were able to tap into Mechwarrion's comm systems. While we know they will change the transmission codes the second they realize one of their patrols are missing, we've learned that Mechwarrior is squarely focused on destroying remnants of the Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles, the Syrtis mercenary support battalions for the Sarna campaign. They're still alive and have been causing the Big Mac nothing but problems for months now. We've used your leopard sensors to pinpoint their position through their assigned transponder codes, and we've verified that they are still alive and moving, although they are too far us to make radio contact through all this electromagnetic jamming. This is the best news we've received since you all arrived to help us. Commander, we'll need you to make initial contact with them. At the moment, the reported location is too far away from any of our fusiliers to make without abandoning our wounded and prisoners. I'll prep everyone for transport and begin slowly to migrate our surviving personnel in their general direction. Your forces can fly ahead in your dropship and make initial contact with their forces and plan a rendezvous point for us. The mercenaries have been moving their forces repeatedly, trying to stay one step ahead of Mechwarrion's armored cavalry. Judging by their movements, it appears they are migrating towards the ruins of a derelict warship located deep in northern Chicarlos. This will be the most ideal spot for you to make contact with them. This might be the last time we see each other, Commander, so before you go, I just want to say thanks for everything. You've given all the remaining Fusiliers hope that we'll make it out of all this one way or another. Alright, we don't have to buy a mech, so that's good. It's kind of weird how that happened, but it happened. Save it there so I don't have to go through that hall again. We've already read the mission briefing. And now we'll save it there again. And if it crashes again, this will be the end of the video, and we'll do this tomorrow after I try to clean up whatever's going on. So, if this does end, remember, hit that follow on Twitch, hit that like and subscribe on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next video. But if it continues, we'll keep going as long as we can.
The ruins of the derelict warship are straight ahead, Commander. The crater cobras and the screaming eagles have taken refuge in its interior. If we want to have any chance of getting out of this mess alive, we're going to need their help. Let's hope they aren't in as dire straits as we are.
Amazing! I never thought I would ever see one of the ancient warships. These things used to be at the top of the food chain when it came to the supreme military power of the Star League. Massive spacecraft that acted as jump ships, armed to the teeth with naval weapons and assault dropships.
And were often used to rain death across entire systems with nuclear fire and chemical strikes. Untold billions died at the hands of these monsters. It's not surprising that they were the first things to be targeted and destroyed in the early succession wars. Nearly there, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Those mechs, they're broadcasting Federated Suns IFF. You out there, identify yourselves.
We are an independent detachment of the 2nd Crucis Lancers on special assignment. We're here to help.
Rihanna Campbell? Is that you? I thought you were with that Merc outfit from the Galahad War Games. What are you doing broadcasting Davian military IFFs?
That's a long story for another time. For now, we're hoping to help each other out of this mess.
That's highly optimistic of you. We dug into this position to defend ourselves from an incoming advance from the 3rd Mechwarrion's Armored Cavalry. They've been probing our defenses for the past week after we repelled an all-out assault from them at Graves Hallow. If you want to help, join us, and let's push these bastards back. Keep us in good enough shape, and we might just live to see tomorrow. Colonel Westrick, enemy scouts just crossed the outer perimeter. They're here! Well, okay then. Let's get to work. Rihanna, Commander, we'll appreciate the assist here. Keep our mercs in fighting shape. We won't be any good to you dead.
Boom! Dead.
Target acquired.
Reserve forces from Mechwarrior appear to be crossing the perimeter. Things are going to heat up quickly here.
Understood. We should be able to pull through if we can keep our forces in the fight.
We'll do our best, Colonel.
Target destroyed.
track spotted. It's a big one.
Target acquired. New target
Enemy
fire
units
site.
are in range. Fire on all available targets.
Target destroyed. New target spider. New target Vindicator. Critical. Target destroyed. Heat critical. Target acquired. New target Phoenix Hawk. Target destroyed. Target acquired. New target Locust. Target destroyed.
Tango smoked.
New target Orion.
damage. Component lost. Nice headshot. One more mech out of the fight.
Target acquired. New target, Archer. New target, Centurion. Incoming missile. Deep critical. Incoming missile. Deep critical. Incoming.
Nice one, boss. It's starting to glow.
Target acquired.
Engaging Commander's target.
New target, Battlemaster.
The last of the rear guard are moving in to engage.
God, these bastards just don't give up. Crater Cobras, stay strong. We've almost got them.
Deep critical.
Mech scrapped.
Destroyed.
This is going to take a while because it's VTOLs. Oh, here comes the Max.
Affirmative. Commander target is now priority.
Critical. Target destroyed. New target, Marauder.
Commander target received. Component lost. Need support. Battle.net kill for me.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Lost a component.
Ammo low. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Focus the commander's target. Walk on up to the treasure to pick it up.
New target, Archer.
Dynasty unit,
Ammo
engaging
low.
mercenary mix.
Unable, Commander. Copy. Engage commander's target. McCarran's forces appear to be withdrawing.
All right, good
For
job.
now, our forces are in the clear.
You have our thanks, Commander, but without us being able to transmit off system, I'm very skeptical about our overall chances at survival. A very strong ECM field is preventing us from contacting anyone at the system's jump point. We have a long shot plan to try to get a message off-world. With your help, we might just be able to do it. Come by our command center and I'll share the details with you.
Oh, this is load in. Let's see what this Marauders got. Well, let's check the other things out real quick. I just got cords, so that's actually not a bad mech. Commander, it's great to see you again. I only wish we were meeting under better circumstances. You have my thanks for keeping us in good enough shape to see tomorrow. While I can't spare too much equipment, I do have a Mechwarrior that's been disposed of their mech in recent fighting. If you have a mech for them, they'll serve you well. I'll send them over to your dropship. Let's catch up over a drink in my tent. I'm curious to know why the hell you're even out on this rock in the first place. Okay, well, like I say, it crashed again. Don't know why. So. Let us pick up an awesome. We're kind of running low on funds, but okay. That sure is some story you got there, Commander. While I'm glad to hear that Captain Demo is able to rally the number of survivors from the Fusiliers' ranks, you won't find much sympathy for their plight among my men after what Harston pulled. You see, things went sideways for us the second we arrived in system. After they heard Maximilian Liao killed their beloved Duke, General Hartstone ordered the 5th Series Fusiliers to charge ahead of our invasion flotilla on a high-G burn that jumped the gun on the agreed-upon invasion schedule. They beat us to the planet's surface by 2 days, hoping to satisfy their lust for revenge. All they did was walk face first into a trap that doomed them all. I can still hear the screams they broadcast to us in vain hope that we would save them while we were still over a day away from reaching the planet. The Screaming Eagles and I decided that despite the incompetence of Hearthstone and the Fusiliers, we could not deviate from our contracted invasion plan. If we packed it up and left for home, we might have lived, but we would never be able to find MRB back to work again. We came to the joint decision that we would drop in system and fight out Mechwarrion's armored cavalry in a protracted guerrilla war and attempt to get a message off system requesting reinforcements from the armed forces of the Federated Suns. Little did we know that the Capellans had some kind of jamming field that disrupts long-range communications planet-wide. Those bastards kept their jammers off so we could listen to the Fusiliers plead for their lives on our approach in, only to flip the switch and jam our comms the second we hit atmosphere. We've been trying to figure out a way to get the message to the jump point ever since. Commander, we've spent months scouting out the facilities of the Capellans used to disrupt long-range communications on planet, but with our numbers, we've always determined that assaulting one was too high risk. With you here, we may just be able to pull it off. We know the Capellans are gunning for us, so if we pull the Big Mac's attention away from the number of regional jamming arrays, we should be able to thin the defenses enough where you can perform a targeted strike and bring those jammers down. It'll be just like Galahad. We'll draw them away, you see the mission gets done. I'll be straight with you, Commander. This mission is critical to us being able to get a message out of the system. I don't know how much longer any of this can last down here, but if you give us a month or so, we can plan for an assault on these jamming facilities. So take your time to prepare your forces and be ready for anything. We may have need to deploy in consecutive missions depending on how Mechwarrior reacts to the jammers being destroyed. So make sure you complete any repairs and refits as possible before we execute this mission. Godspeed, my friend. We'll see you on the other side. Okay. Once again, if it crashes again, this will be it for the video. If not, we'll do the mission.
The Crater Cobras have provided us with the location of a series of powerful ECM arrays that have been disrupting long-range comms across the entire solar system. If we destroy enough arrays within the region, we should be able to pierce the localized disruption field and get a message out to the system's jump point. We need to destroy these ECM arrays in order to have any hope of getting a message off-world. If we don't succeed, well, we'll all most likely die here, Commander.
Oh, lovely. No pressure at all for the likes of us, eh?
I know it's hard to hear, but it's the simple truth. While we've had our successes, Mechwarrion's armored cavalry still has 4 full regiments of troops on Sarna. It's a simple numbers game. The reality is, we don't have enough forces to come out ahead. Even with the Crater Cobras and Screaming Eagles, we need reinforcements. And with the system's HPG down, the only way that we can ever hope of getting them is if we get a message back to Davion Command through a ferried message by jump ship. Bringing down these ECM arrays is our only chance at doing that. I'm not exaggerating when I say that this time, all our lives are depending on this. So good luck, Commander. That mech is on our kill list. You know what to do.
Tango eliminated.
Transmission on the AFFC's command line. The first one since we've arrived at Sarna. I can't make out anything in it, but destroying the other ECM towers might allow us to hear the broadcast. Keep it up, Commander.
New target, Dragon.
Commander target received.
New target, Spider.
Disruption is weakening, but Mechwarrior is encircling our forces while you're attacking the ECM installations. We don't have the numbers to fight through them. We need those towers destroyed so we can find a gap in their lines. We fought too long and too hard for this to be our end.
Raptor unit receiving
Target
heavy fire.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Kill confirmed.
Listen, we're beyond help. The Federated Sons. We break Sarna's outcome.
The message is getting clearer, but we still can't make out any discernible information. We need to destroy those remaining ECM towers.
Target destroyed.
Commander, our tactical projections are not good. The only way we can break through Mechwarrion's forces is if we abandon our wounded. That is not something I'm willing to do. We're preparing to make our last stand. Finish the mission, Commander, then get as far away from us as possible. Regroup with Captain Damu. Get a message back to Davian Command. Survive.
Colonel Westrick, I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
It's okay. It's the part of the job that all of us mercenaries must accept at some point. Today, it's just my time.
Target acquired.
On the commander's target.
New target locust.
Copy. Engage Commander's target.
Target destroyed.
That kill was mine.
Cataphracт.
Crap! Component lost! Need defensive support!
Crap.
They won't be around much longer.
This is Arden Sortek of the Davion Heavy Guards calling all surviving forces of the Federated Suns. We have breached Sarna's atmosphere and are available to reinforce on your position. Is anyone out there? Please respond. Again, this is Arden Sortek.
Colonel Sortek, this is Colonel Richard Westrick with the Crater Cobras. My God, is it good to hear your voice. The Crater Cobras and the Screaming Eagles are pinned down 50 clicks east of the city of Catatonia along the coast. We estimate that the Big Mac will have us completely surrounded in 3 hours. Transmitting exact coordinates now.
Yep, we're gonna fail this.
Coordinates received. We're preparing an orbital mech drop to reinforce your position. Hold fast, Colonel. Help is here.
This is Captain Alana Damu with the survivors of the 5th Certus Fusiliers. We don't have much left, but we are moving to assist. ETA, 2 hours.
Looks like our salvation is here, Commander. I've marked a new exfil site
this is
on your
gonna be a
map.
fail.
Let's get out of here and join the others.
There's no way I can get through all this.
Incoming missile.
Got too many things chasing me.
A few more hits and that mech is as good as gone.
The commander is down. Repeat.
Yep.
The commander is
I knew
down.
it.
Begin recovery operations.
And that's game over, so we will come back to this mission next time. I appreciate everyone for watching. Remember to hit that follow on Twitch, hit that like and subscribe on YouTube. And we will return next time.